Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel. It's another one of those weekends in Scottish football. It's conspiracy weekend. You know, the referees are Celtic fan, the opposition are Celtic fans. 9/11 was an inside job. You know, conspiracy weekend is rife right now. So we're going to have a bit of fun today. We're going to discuss yesterday a little bit and look at some of the reaction to Celtic's last gasp winner at McDiarmid Park in a game which has invoked all the right reactions from all the right people. Right, so if you haven't already, make sure to hit like and subscribe. It'd be much appreciated on this Sunday evening. Yes, hello, I hope you're all chilling. If you have a hangover, sorry you're spending it with me. I feel really bad for you. Celtic are still top of the league, yes, despite what some of the reaction may suggest from not just opposition fans, but from some of our own fans. You know, we're still top of the league, which is lovely. But it was a bit of a scare yesterday, and if Georgios Giacomakis wasn't in the right place at the right time, then in regards to the Rangers result later on in the afternoon, Celtic wouldn't have been top of the league. But guess what? Georgios Giacomakis was in the right place at the right time. Nah, but seriously, yesterday was a bit of a scare for Celtic, and we were let off a little bit because, you know, when you look at the Rangers game later on in the afternoon, you know, we could have been second. It kind of blows it into perspective. We have been slacking a bit recently. The performances haven't quite been there, but we're still winning games. We're top of the table. We just need to get rid of all these kind of moments in our game, these mistakes, these missed chances, and get back to what we're best at, attacking football games, scoring lots of goals and showing that we're the best team in Scotland. There's still absolutely no doubt about that. We are the best team in Scotland, and I'm still confident we'll go on to win this league title, but we need to get this kind of rough patch behind us, and I'm hoping that yesterday serves as the kick up the arse that we're needing. Now, I know we said after the St Mirren game that had to be a kick up the arse. I know we said after the Motherwell game last week, that has to be a kick up the arse. But now more than ever, when the very realistic chance of dropping points stared us in the face yesterday, I'm hoping that the team see, right, okay, we need to get back to our best. It was only a month ago we were, you know, beating Rangers 4-0, flying high, beating Dundee United 9-0 the week prior, etc. We were on absolute fire. We need to recapture that form. It's not been easy with the injuries and the fixture congestion that we now see with the Champions League, but we are a team that is very, very capable, and we've got the quality there to bring that back. And we need to buck up our ideas a little bit. We've got a must-win game on Tuesday. We need to win that game on Tuesday if we stand any chance for further European competition this season. So I'm hoping that the team realise that. But, you know, Giacomakis, God love you. God keep you. God bless you. So, of course, when Celtic win games with a 90th minute winner, and never mind the fact that we conceded a 90th minute equaliser mere seconds beforehand, but when we win a game with a 90th minute winner, it gathers quite the storm on social media. And not just in social media, but of course, the mainstream media, which makes for some fun reading. I had a good laugh yesterday. I don't know about you, because not everybody who watches these videos has social media. They won't get to see what we all see if we do use it. So it's fun to bring it up. So let's bring back the absurd reaction series. Yes, it'll be the third one of this season, I think. We had a belter after Robbie Nielsen had a meltdown. We had a belter after we beat Dundee United 9-0. And today, after a 90th minute winner for Celtic, it could potentially be the best one yet. So if you haven't seen any of the first two episodes, we're basically just having a laugh. We're going to look at some of the best and most bonkers reactions from that game at the weekend from the mainstream and fans on the world of Twitter, etc. It's just a bit of fun. It's a good way to kind of wrap up the week, you know, get all the serious business out the way, finish the week on a bit of a laugh, and get back into the serious business tomorrow. So let's get into it, because the one that starts it, it's one of my favourite Twitter interactions of all time, because this one actually includes myself. So I posted this tweet just as St Johnstone found their equaliser in the 94th minute or whatever, saying no faith in getting a goal at all the whole time. We've had Moy, McCarthy and Abildgaard on at the same time. We've lost everything. Which got a bit of a reaction from some Rangers fans because, of course, you know, the joy was high for them. We were dropping points. It was 1-1. It was too late for Celtic to get anything from the game. So some Rangers fans thought, you know, let's poke a bit of fun here. Which seen the reaction from Blue Heart Forever saying, oh, Specky, what's the score? Ha 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 ha. 2-1, fella. How could you not just wait like 1 more minute till the game was meant to finish and not make a fool of yourself. To be honest, fair play to him because he's kept that up. I would have been deleting that instantly before anybody got a hold of it. But you look through the replies to that tweet and he has taken it stinking. Absolutely stinking. And rightfully so. He jumped the gun. He thought that Rangers were going to be going top of the table later in the afternoon, but Georgios Giakoumakis was there to make life just a little bit sweeter for him, you could say. But it's not just that tweet I want to have a look at from this fellow, because there's a few belters on here which kind of capture some of the same reaction from some Rangers fans. And once again, can I always reiterate this point that I do on this series? This doesn't represent everybody, no matter what team I'm looking at, whether it be Celtic fans, Rangers fans, Hearts fans, whoever. It doesn't, show for all of them, because some people have a brain. Some people genuinely do have a brain when it comes to talking about football. I, for one, don't, but some people do. But I went through his profile this morning. The first one, 4 hours ago. He's woke up this morning, 4 hours ago. So he woke up at, 10 o'clock this morning, and he's got 2 tweets up. This one, the fat Greek and the daft Greek at Celtic are looking doomed, along with the Japanese contingent one-season wonders. So the fat Greek, of course, talking about our manager who, I would say is looking great, to be honest. And the daft Greek, as creative as he could be with Georgios Giakoumakis, looking doomed. One just scored the winner in a game yesterday. I think he's looking fine. But the Japanese contingent one-season wonders. Just gotta go and do a bit of maths here. Just want to do a little bit of maths. So if my calculations serve me correct, and they may be wrong because I'm terrible at maths, the Japanese contingent, as he is claiming they're called, one-season wonders. This season to this point between them already, 8 goals and 6 assists. One-season wonders, yes. And this yesterday, I was really laughing at it because this is during the Rangers game, right? Rangers playing, winning, may I add as well, playing rather well, 1-4-0 at the end of it. But just look at his feed throughout the game. Tags are rattled now, lol. Angeball, shiteball. Ya dancer, 1-0 Rangers. We are the people. Tims are shite. Tags, 3-0 lol. 4-0 Tags, take note. Now, pardon me for, of course, using the derogatory term tags. I'm not using that in any way that is, malice. I'm reading from his words. Why in the middle of this game, between Rangers and St Mirren, has he decided to tweet Tims or shite? The game finished hours ago, fella. It's funny. It's really funny. 4-0, take notes. Celtic won 9-0, literally like a month ago. Let's switch to the mainstream for a moment then, and let's head over to the much-loved Clyde 1 Super Scoreboard. Hugh Keevins was proven a dafty yesterday afternoon in hilarious fashion, may I add. Now, I don't want to use too many clips and such in case I'm struck down by copyright, and all respect to Gordon Duncan and the Clyde 1 team because they do their best. They do their best, and there's some great entertainment on the Super Scoreboard, as we know. But Hugh Keevins had an absolute nightmare. Let's have a bit of a look into what Hugh said yesterday.
Celtic's season is imploding. This will be 1 win in 6 now for Celtic, and they have only themselves to blame. They had all manner of chances. They can't score at one end, and they can't defend at the other end, and that's a lethal cocktail.
So that was straight after the St Johnstone equaliser. Celtic are imploding. This was literally 45 seconds later.
Can I ask you which pundit predicted that scoreline at 12:30?
Oh, you're actually saying 2 seconds ago St John.
But, I could see the equaliser come, and I did say Celtic would win 2-1, so I am claiming the raffle prize.
Now, I just wanted to pick apart Hugh Keevins' comments on Celtic's season imploding. Why in this country is there such a problem with overreactions when it comes to football? I think that many Celtic fans, including myself, will be first to admit that Celtic are off the boil a little. Our form isn't looking as good as it was this time a month ago. We need to improve. But our season is imploding, is the words of Hugh Keevins' choice. And he brings up a statistic about what would have been 1 win in 6 games. Obviously, that's not the case now. Fair enough, we lost to St John's. Sorry, St Mirren. That's fair enough. We lost that game. Every team suffers a loss. Our first loss in 364 days, by the way, to create this implosion. But the other losses coming to Real Madrid, Leipzig, drawing with Shakhtar Donetsk away from home in Europe, games that typically you don't really expect Celtic to win. Why do we not just focus on the league form? How is the season imploding when a team's still top of the table? Like, these things are made to get reaction from people like myself and Celtic fans altogether. You know, they know what they're doing. Headlines is what they're looking for, and headlines that will sell papers or buy listens to shows. That's exactly what they want. But there is so much stupidity that go behind some of the things said that you just need to sit down and go, what the fuck are you talking about? If the implosion of Celtic is to score goals that will win titles like Giakoumakis did yesterday, fair enough, he said it before the goal went in the back of the net, but if that is the implosion of a club who are champions of Scotland, then I don't want to see how it goes come the end of the season when Celtic hopefully win the league title again. This was a belter on Twitter yesterday. Does anyone know Dre Wright's allegiances hobbling around pretending to be injured instead of clearing it, and Celtic score a winner? Very suspect to me. I told you it's conspiracy season. 9/11 inside job. The boy took quite a knock. He went down the grunt. Big season ticket holder, that man. You know, he really is. Dre Wright. Legend, love him, massive Tim, absolutely adore him. I mean, when you talk about conspiracies, it also brought back the old reactions from similar to Ross County last season. It's a fact, the ref indicates 5 minutes and they score in the 96th minute. How the fuck is that a conspiracy? Minimum minutes, minimum. St Johnstone scored in the minimum amount of time as well, which means there has to be more time added because of wasted time due to goal celebrations. Very simple to understand. But some people just can't. Here also is the screenshot of when we scored our goal yesterday. It hadn't even hit the 95th minute. It's funny. It's really funny. And finally, Joe Black was back at it. We all love Joe. Celtic are a poor side. Believe me, a poor side. Something along those lines. I've not got it in front of me. Yeah, poor side at the top of the table. They beat Rangers 4-0. Yeah, very, very poor. Quaking in my boots, I must say. Look, the fact of the matter is, every team will go through this season having a rough point and a patch of games that won't look as good as another point they will compare it to. The same thing happened with Rangers in the opening few weeks to the season. It was only a month ago, post 4-0, post Champions League drubbing to Ajax, that many Rangers fans were wanting Giovanni Van Bronckhorst to be sacked. Now, apparently, Celtic are rotten. You know, apparently we had the League One. You know, even they were conceding the league title, but now it's all changed. Now we are rotten. That's how it goes. No one learns their fucking lesson in this country. Honestly, I just take it a game at a time, man. Anything can change at the drop of a hat in this league. You know, we can see mad things happen from now to the end of the season. But apparently Celtic are done. And when Rangers were the ones done a month ago, that's the moral of the story. But yeah, from a Celtic point of view, there's a lot of Celtic fans who have overreacted as well in recent weeks. I think that's very, very obvious. But this needs to give us the kick up the arse now. I don't mean these clowns giving the reactions on Twitter and social media and mainstream media. I mean, like the game yesterday. It needs to give us that kick up the arse. Let's prove these dafties wrong. Let's go back to being our absolute best and show why we're going to win the league title again this season. As simple as that. Right, that'll do it for today. Funny, I hope. Like and subscribe. See you all next time.